How can I make my designs look better inside Canva and make them look more professional is got to be the most asked question I get. And I'm going to walk you through the process of how I help my clients and how I'll be helping you inside my new Design Like a Pro clubs and how you can improve them and make them look better using some of the principles of hierarchy, contrast and importance of your font choices. I have here one of my clients' graphics that they sent to me asking for a little bit of advice. Now everything is still branded using the right fonts and colours, but they just felt like it wasn't polished enough. There was something lacking in it and they couldn't figure out what it was. So this is advice that I gave back to them. Now what you'll notice is everything is centred, that nothing really stands out. So immediately what I see here is this big bunch of words and text. The minute something is quite a few lines, then nothing really stands out. What it does then is people think that's going to take me too long to read and they start to scroll. What I would do is I would start to add a little hierarchy to this text and I would start to separate the text out to make it shorter and easier to read. And the first thing I notice is bullying in your family? That's something that I want to highlight, because even if all they read in this post is anti-bullying, is bullying in your family, then that's enough information for them to take. If bullying is in their family, then it's going to intrigue them to read the rest of the text. This image here, we have this awkward elbow getting cut off, and again, because it's centered, it's not really standing out. It's a good image and I want to use this image, but I'm going to use it a little bit differently. Now what that looks like in reality is I'm going to start shifting things around a little on the page. I'm going to grab the image and put it down in the bottom right hand corner, and I'm going to enlarge it so it's much bigger in size. What this immediately does is make the image much more impactful. It's no longer in the centre, so your eye kind of is drawn to it immediately. And then for the title, I'm going to left align it and I'm going to move it. And I'm doing that on purpose because I want to create a bit more white space up here. I don't really want everything crushed. Next, I'm going to add the text back in. And what I am doing is I am separating out the first line, and the difference is I have now bolded up this sentence from the rest of the text. One, it makes it much easier and quicker to read because your eye can kind of skim the page and pick out the words quicker. So now when I go back to the first design, you can see the differences I've now made from everything being centered to scrolling down. We have a much more impactful image, and also the text is now, because there's a little bit of hierarchy added, much easier to read and a much more impactful design.